Good morning. Greetings, America, and welcome, friends, to the Brightside, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to the Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on the Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin issues like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it is a renewing system, it is designed divinely to heal and renew on a moment-to-moment basis, and while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is no miracle at all. It is just the way the body works. If you have questions or concerns or comments about anything you hear on the program, we welcome your phone calls on the Bright Side at 855-660-4261. If you've got questions about health, nutrition, you want to get off your meds or help a loved one get off their meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you do that. 855-660-4261. Let us be your go-to resource for getting you off of your prescription meds and on a good nutritional supplement program. 855-660-4261. And if you have a success story, we love hearing success stories. Please feel free to call at 855-660-4261 and call in early so we can get to as many calls as possible. Don't wait to the last minute. I hate leaving people on hold, which we invariably end up doing. So try to call in early. 855-660-4261 is our number on the Bright Side. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products that you hear us talk about on the program or advertise on the program, you can head over to brightsideben.com, my website with all the longevity products pulled down on the shopping cart. Or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask about my personal favorite longevity product, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine Multivitamin Mineral Complex Powder, now Beyond Tangy Tangerine 2.0, GMO-free, and has prebiotics and probiotics as well as all the fat-soluble vitamins, water-soluble vitamins, plant-derived minerals, fruit and vegetable powders, accessory nutrients like CoQ10 and glucosamine. It's a cornucopia of nutrients for just $50 a canister, a little over $50 a canister. Most folks will notice results within 1 or 2 doses. You can find out all about it by calling the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470 or heading over to brightsideben.com and pulling down on our shopping cart. If you haven't signed up or liked our Facebook page, The Truth with Ben, I encourage you to do so. We update that with Truth, Skincare Truth. That's a skincare page mostly, although I'll probably be adding some general nutritional information on that, so you can head over to that on our Facebook page. And you can like it, too. That would be great. That's The Truth with Ben, and that's my skincare Facebook page. And I also want to encourage you to check out my blog, pharmacistben.com, which we update regularly with news stories as well as blog posts. Thank you to my webmaster, Robert Lundgren. All right. We are talking about skin diseases, basically, but all as it regards the amino acid cysteine, the hardening amino acid. Last program we said all disease is cell disease. We say that all the time. But we left off the program talking about the area of the cell, the problem in the cell where all the breakdown occurs, and that's in the information processing coating of the cell, that tiny little sliver of stuff called the cell membrane. The cell membrane is the interface between the outside world of a cell and the inside world of a cell. The outside world of a cell has to pass through the brain, the information processor section of a cell, the membrane, and then that message is communicated to the inside of a cell, and that's how everything gets done. A cell is a little animal. We always see it as a little circle in the biology books, but it's really like a blob, a little animal blob that kind of crawls around, does stuff, makes stuff. And what it makes and how much it makes or how little it makes is all determined by the information that is passing through the membrane from the outside world. So information about what's going on outside, toxicity or lack of toxicity or nutrition or oxygenation, all the stuff and all the information via the chemistry of the outside world of the cell has to pass through that information processor, much like our outside world has to pass through our brain, and then the information goes into the inside of a cell, and then whatever a cell does, it does based on what it's being told to do by the membrane, the membrane, as in brain, B-R-A-I-N, brain of a cell, this information processing element, the central computer chip of a cell. This is the cell membrane, and it's largely made from fat. That alone tells you the fallacy, the nonsense of being on a low-fat or fat-free diet. Fortunately, people don't do that as much anymore. In any case, the cell membrane, the brain of a cell, just like our brain inside our cranium, is largely made of fat, especially of cholesterol, and this is where fat intake and fat malabsorption issues come into the picture. If you have a fat malabsorption issue, if you have an intestinal issue, if you have a stomach problem, if you have a pancreas problem, if you have a liver problem, if God forbid somebody's yanked out your gallbladder telling you nonsensically that you don't need it, you're going to have an issue utilizing fats, and that means you're ultimately going to have cell membrane issues and then cell issues, and because all disease is cell disease, you're likely to wind up with any kind of bodily breakdown. Fatty vitamins are key players in this whole process. In addition to cholesterol, in addition to fats, fatty vitamins have a really important role to play at the level of the cell brain, the cell membrane. In fact, in particular, vitamin A is super important. Vitamin A helps the membrane maintain its integrity. Deficiencies in vitamin A, which follow problems with the gallbladder, liver, pancreas, stomach, intestine, etc., can have an effect on the fluidity of this tiny sliver of stuff that coats the cell, the computer chip that coats the cell. Vitamin A reduces membrane fluidity, and it gives the membrane a certain type of stability. Under conditions of deficiencies, the membrane becomes sloppy and less effective at processing information to the interior of a cell. And as we said, all disease is cell disease. When information processing and messaging break down, any disease is possible. That means in terms of, we're talking skin disease here, in terms of the skin cell, one of the things that can happen is overproduction of keratin, of the protein keratin, the hardening protein keratin. And that means milia, little bumps on the skin. That means keratoses, little bumps on the upper arms. That means acne. That means pimples. That can mean psoriasis too. All of these go hand in hand with vitamin A deficiencies, and this is one of the main reasons why you want to be making sure you're getting 20 to 30,000 international units of vitamin A in a supplemental form. If you are dealing with any of these skin issues, in fact, if you're dealing with any health issues, in fact, just take 20 to 30 international units of vitamin A a day, even if you think that you're healthy. And beta-carotene is not vitamin A. All right, beta-carotene is pre-vitamin A. It needs to be converted into vitamin A, and this does not always occur. So to our vegetarian friends or vegan friends, you might want to consider supplementing with a little vitamin A, just my opinion. Second approach to take when it comes to these little bumps on the arms, and milia and pimples and psoriasis, is to use topical vitamin A. The best form, as we said so many times on this program, is retinoic acid. You do need a prescription for retinoic acid. It comes in various strengths. 0.1% is the strongest. You can have a pharmacist compound even stronger versions if you like, but it is pretty strong. 0.1% is strong. And if your skin is not healthy and vital, you may get a little bit of irritation. So be somewhat careful if you're using the 0.1%, the strong version of retinoic acid. For little bumps on the face, you should be able to handle 0.1% maybe once or twice a week, but you may want to try 0.05%, that's a half strength, or even a quarter strength retinoic acid if you're super sensitive. Topical vitamin A's effects on keratin make it a great treatment, not just for dealing with milia or pimples or little bumps, but just for softening dry skin, like the kind you get on your heels or on the bottoms of your feet, or on the sides of your feet, or even on your elbows or on your knees. This is one of the underappreciated uses of retinoic acid products. So you can put a little bit in your favorite moisturizing lotion to increase its potency, or you can use it straight. Get a prescription for retinoic acid and just use it on your heels or elbows or knees or anywhere where you have hard, dry skin. Vitamin A, topical vitamin A, can also improve the appearance of flakiness of dry skin, flaky dry skin too. Hang tight. We got more to say about vitamin A and skin issues, and we'll talk about hormones as well when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back after this.
A little over a year ago, I began to do a lot of research into why, even if I had a pretty good-sized meal, that I was still starving. And my research led me to a well-known fact that most of the soils that we grow our crops on here in the United States and across the industrialized world are almost completely depleted of almost all of the key minerals and trace elements that our bodies need to rebuild themselves, fight off cancer, and be healthy. I then searched out the best vitamin and mineral company out there and discovered Youngevity. The Youngevity products are designed to give you the real nutrition you need, and once you've got that, you don't have to eat as much to be satisfied. I've lost 37 pounds in 2 months, simply getting the vitamins and minerals I need. Check it out for yourself. It's incredible. Go to InfoWarsTeam.com today and order your first canister of Beyond Tangy Tangerine Complete Multivitamin Mineral Complex Dietary Supplement. That's InfoWarsTeam.com.
On the average, Americans work between 45 to 50 years hoping to build up enough wealth to retire and live out their golden years. Unfortunately, with taxation, the rising cost of food, energy, housing, and medical, many retirees are forced to live below the poverty line. Is this a flaw-free enterprise, or is our monetary unit we call the Federal Reserve Note forcing us into perpetual debt, ensuring inflation and higher taxes? These questions and more can be answered by reading G. Edward Griffin's book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Congressman Ron Paul states it's what every American needs to know about central bank power. A gripping adventure into the secret world of international banking cartel. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. I will give a silver dollar from the early 1900s to anyone who purchases this book. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order a copy today. It's critical that the public be made aware of the system. Call and order your copy today at 1-800-686-2237. That's 1-800-686-2237.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Yeah?
Did you want to see me, sir?
Well, I did, but now that I do, I'm not so sure.
Sir?
Johnson, I got a mission for you that could change your life.
Oh, good, sir.
It involves traveling halfway around the world without so much as half a clue of where you're going or what you're going to do when you get there.
Situation normal, sir?
Uh-huh. Well, I'll be leading this mission, Johnson, so I'll be telling you what to do.
You, sir?
That's right, Johnson, and I say first things first.
Oh, good plan, sir.
And when I say as first is food. Always remember that, Johnson. Food is a big deal.
Sir, my brother-in-law can give us a really good deal on some surplus MREs.
Johnson, if you've got half a brain and that empty head of yours, you'll call the freeze-dry guy like I did. That food is better for you, it rehydrates faster, and it's good, Johnson, and it keeps for up to 30 years.
Will we be gone that long, sir?
I hope not. Now get your supplies organized and meet me down to the pier at dawn on Sunday. We sail at sunrise.
Yes, sir.
This adventure is brought to you by the Freeze-Dry Guy. Call 866-404-3663 or visit freezedryguy.com.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GC.
Back on the bright side. Thank you, friends, for being here. If you like what you hear, tell your friends. It's Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central, and 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. We also have a searchable page at benfuchsarchives.com. Thank you to Peter in the UK for setting that up. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products, you can do it through brightsideben.com, or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. If you haven't tried the Beyond Tangy Tangerine yet, what are you waiting for? It's just $52.50 a canister, and most folks will notice results like appetite suppression, more energy, weight loss, feeling better in just 1 or 2 doses, especially if you haven't been on a nutritional supplement program. It's tasty. It's easy to use. It is a cornucopia of nutrients, and it is just $52.50 a month. You can find out all about it at brightsideben.com or by calling the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. If you're looking for a business, if you want to make some money starting a business, I encourage you to check out longevity and join my team, the Brightside Ben team, by calling the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470 or clicking on the Join the Team link on the upper left-hand corner of the page at brightsideben.com. Okay, so we're talking about skin and cysteine and keratin. If you have a problem with milia, those little tiny bumps that form on your face, underneath your eyes, or sometimes on the upper arms, you want to think about fat malabsorption issues using all the strategies we talk about for improving fat absorption. Lecithin is a wonderful nutritional supplement that you can use for improving fat absorption. I just got a email today from a guy who started using lecithin after he heard us talking about it on the program. Find his email here. He says, this is Eric. He says, I started to take lecithin after listening to your show, and I'm seeing results in only a few days. And he wants to know how much and how often he should be taking. The directions say 2 tablespoons per day. Thank you for your input. You know what? There's no dose on it. It's a food. You can take as much as you want or as little as you want. 2 tablespoons per day is a great place to be. You want to think about using lecithin with all your fatty meals, especially if you are dealing with a liver or a gallbladder problem. Lecithin is a major component of bile, one of the most important of the bodily secretions, one of the most important of the digestive secretions. If you have a liver problem, if you have a gallbladder problem, your bile system may be compromised, and using lecithin can help you go a long way towards improving the absorption of vitamin A and other fatty nutrients, and that's if you have any skin issues or any health issues, or even if you don't have any health issues. Thanks for writing, by the way, Eric. All right, so improving fat absorption, strategy number 1 for skin problems. You also want to think about the supplementing with vitamin A as well, but you also want to think about the hormone connection. 2 of the most important skin hormones are testosterone, androgens, so-called androgen, male hormone, although women make testosterone too, and insulin. The skin is a hormonal system. In fact, many people feel like the skin is an endocrine organ, a hormone organ. Skin cells are responsive to all hormones, especially to testosterone and insulin. Testosterone and insulin, by the way, have a lot of cross-reactivity. They are both growth hormones. They both stimulate growth. And keratosis, those bumps on the arms, pimples, milia, these are all a type of hyperactive disorder. Cells doing too much stuff, growing too fast, making too much protein, dividing rapidly, somewhat chaotically. So it makes sense that stimulating hormones like insulin and testosterone can exacerbate these hyperactive situations, these hypergrowth issues. And that means that one of the most important strategies, in addition to stabilizing fats and working on fat absorption and vitamin A, one of the most important strategies for dealing with skin issues like acne and milia and pimples and psoriasis is to stabilize your insulin levels by eating less insulin-spiking foods and more protein. Oily skin is also a component of excess insulin production and stress hormone production too. So any of the symptoms or signs associated with the acne state, that is oily skin, pimples, milia, bumps, clogged pores, all of these have a very, very important sugar connection, insulin connection, and using insulin-stabilizing nutrients in addition to lowering your intake of insulin-spiking foods, pasta and rice and cereal and Snickers bars and fruit juice and anything that's kind of sweet, and the body has to it causes the blood sugar to go up and forces the body to use insulin to yank out the blood sugar, can mess up your skin. That's why using the Sweeties can be really effective for dealing with any of these kinds of skin issues. Sweeties from Longevity is a chromium and vanadium product. It's a very effective blood sugar stabilizing supplement. Chromium and vanadium are are two minerals that have a well-deserved reputation for helping potentize insulin. Alpha-lipoic acid is a really neat supplement for helping stabilize insulin and blood sugar. Use about 400 milligrams a day at least. You can do 800 milligrams. You can do 1,200 milligrams of alpha-lipoic acid. We've talked about ALA periodically on this program. Alpha-lipoic acid is an amazingly important antioxidant. It's very important for liver health, and it can be helpful for helping the body stabilize insulin and work with sugar. Clogged pores, too many cells, growing too many fats, too much fat production out of cells, oil production out of cells, too much protein. These are all reflective of excess insulin states. In fact, these are all a type of skin diabetes back in the 1950s and 1960s, even into the 1970s. Many dermatologists regarded acne as skin diabetes. It was actually called skin diabetes at one time, and anti-diabetic medicines were often used to treat acne. The skin cell, as I said, is extremely responsive to insulin, as are the sebum cells, the oil-making cells in the skin. So when we say skin diabetes, what we really mean is the higher your insulin levels, and this is what happens before we become a full-blown diabetic, insulin levels creep up and up and up. And the higher our insulin levels, the greater our chances are that we're going to be dealing with a skin condition. And then there's the hormone testosterone, the so-called male hormone. I'm guilty myself of calling it a male hormone, but it's not a male hormone really, even though men make more testosterone than women. Testosterone is a growth hormone. It's a stimulating hormone. It's an up-regulating hormone. It's a hormone that gives you vim and vigor. It's a hormone that's involved in getting you up and doing things. It helps muscles grow, and it helps the body move. Testosterone is an activity hormone. It's a hormone that makes us vital. And skin cells and oil cells that are responsive to insulin, likewise, are going to be responsive to testosterone. Women make testosterone too, and women are subject to hyperkeratin effects as well as men. In fact, women get those bumps on their arms even more often than men. Zinc is a super-duper testosterone metabolizing mineral. In my opinion, this is one of the great underappreciated nutritional supplement minerals that you could ever use. It's cheap and ridiculously powerful for the immune system, for the skin. Zinc is stored in the skin when you cut yourself or burn yourself. Zinc is mobilized to the wound where it turns on the production of growth factors and connective tissue. Zinc is a major anabolic mineral, and it is the major building mineral. And the anabolic mineral means that it's a building mineral. Zinc is the key building mineral, and there's a very important relationship between zinc and testosterone. If you're dealing with acne or oily skin or any kind of skin condition, milia, psoriasis, that kind of stuff, think about 50 milligrams of zinc. Zinc and testosterone work together, and zinc and testosterone and vitamin A all work together. Zinc and vitamin A and testosterone are kind of like a triage of nutritional supplements that are involved in growth and stabilizing the growth process. All right, got more to say. We're going to talk about some of the roles that cysteine has to play in terms of detoxification when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Brightside. We'll be back after this.
Did you know that organic sulfur can cleanse and defend your body against the poisons we're exposed to each day? Organic sulfur crystals from sulfurdefense.com help by forcing oxygen and nutrition into your cells while eliminating heavy metals, contaminants, and damaging radiation. Defend yourself and family from toxic assault with one of the most critical and essential minerals available today. Order online at sulfurdefense.com. That's sulfurdefense.com, or call 800-593-6273.
Does advertising on the Genesis Communications radio network actually bring positive results? Let's ask
Thomas Baldrick from Freeze Dry Guy.
Thomas, talk about customer service at GCN.
GCN is extraordinary in how they take care of their customers. The bottom line, Freeze Dry Guy keeps advertising on GCN because it works.
If you would like to experience unbelievable customer service, call Lee Wickenhauser at 877-996-4327, extension 107.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right. General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for under $30,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet under $30,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Take delivery in spring. 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Curious about what comes next? Next is the feeling of vulnerability you get after you arrive home to discover your house has been ransacked by burglars. Fool the bad guys with a new improved fake TV. You asked for it, we listened, and we made our new fake TV 3 times brighter than our previous model. The brightness of our new fake TV is equivalent to a 40-inch TV. It simulates the color and motion of a real TV while you're away from home. And when burglars think someone is home watching television, they're likely to pass your house and move on to an easier target. The new, brighter Fake TV is only $39.95 and includes free shipping. Go to faketv.com or call 1-877-5-FAKE-TV. That's 877-532-5388 or go to faketv.com. Fake TV, the burglar deterrent.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99 and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
The nation's largest independently owned and operated talk radio network. The Genesis Communications Network. G's.
Welcome back to the Brightside. Perhaps some of you caught this story on CNN about Alzheimer's disease in women. Women age 60 and older have a 1 in 6 chance of getting Alzheimer's disease, but only a 1 in 6 chance of getting Alzheimer's disease, and are twice as likely to get Alzheimer's disease as getting breast cancer. Men, by comparison, according to this article anyway, have a 1 in 11 chance of getting Alzheimer's disease. We're talking about fats and fat malabsorption in the brain of a cell. It turns out that the brain of a body, the human brain, the brain inside our cranium, that breaks down with time and causes dementia, is also very responsive to fats. And using all of these fat metabolizing and fat malabsorption strategies that we talk about in this program, lecithin and bile salts and the ultimate enzymes from longevity and grinding up your fatty foods and using lipase, L-I-P-A-S-E, and probiotics. These are all great strategies for helping the body metabolize and utilize and digest and absorb fats. Just like they'll help cells and just like they'll help improve skin conditions, they're really important brain health strategies. Vitamin E, by the way, is one of the most, maybe the most important vitamin for brain health. It's got a very protective effect on brain cells, as does its colleague coenzyme Q10. Vitamin E and coenzyme Q10 are very similar in chemical structure and in function. And they both have very protective effects on the brain. If you're dealing with dementia or you know somebody who's dealing with dementia, get them on 400 international units of vitamin E a day, mixed tocotrienols, and make sure you're using or have them make sure that they're using coenzyme Q10 in its oil-soluble format, around 100 to 200 milligrams a day. All right, we're going to talk tomorrow about the detoxing effects of the hardening protein cysteine. That's really where cysteine, well, there's a lot of things cysteine does, but my favorite place to use cysteine is in as a detox supplement. I've been using supplemental cysteine as a detox element for going on now 20 years and recommending it for just as long. It's especially important. Supplemental detoxing cysteine is especially important for keeping the skin protected from the sun. And we will talk about that tomorrow as we continue talking about the hardening effects, the detoxing effects, and also the negative effects, the downside of this very interesting amino acid cysteine. We will do that as we continue on the bright side tomorrow. We got a couple lines open for you at 855-660-4261, 855-660-4261. If you're interested in purchasing any of the longevity products you hear us talk about on the program, you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470 and make sure you ask about the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. And you can also join the Brightside Ben team. They can tell you all about it for a one-time $10 fee. You can join the Brightside Ben team and start your own longevity business, make some money selling longevity products, and at the same time help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. Okay, 855-660-4261 is our Brightside phone number. We do have lines open for you. Let's go off to Texas and welcome Philip to the Brightside. Good morning, Philip. What's up, buddy?
Good morning. Hey, listen, I've been doing the BTT, One World Wave, Vitamin A, 10,000 IUs, also on the Vitamin E, B-complex.
Where'd you hear about all this? Where'd you hear about all this good stuff? Who's been talking to you? Who's been whispering in your ear there, Philip?
You have.
Okay, good deal.
But I'm still not feeling the energy. I'm still very tired in the mornings.
Okay.
Not only that, I've been checking my blood pressure, and you know, it hadn't gone down like I wanted.
Okay.
Like I wanted to. I'm still in the 140 over 89, 90.
Okay. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's help you out. I'm thinking we can help you here. Let me ask a couple questions, okay? First of all, how old are you?
I'm 40.
And are you on any medication?
I was.
What were you on?
I was on, what is it?
What was it for?
Well, I was, let me see, lisinopril.
Okay.
Also for diabetes, that starts with an M, metformin.
Okay. All right, here's the scoop. I already got a picture here, my friend. How's your weight, by the way?
I'm 200 pounds, and that's because I lost, I guess 3 or 4 pounds being on whatever I'm doing right now, because I'm doing the high protein, all vegetable diet.
All right, and now, well, it's high protein. It's not going to be all vegetable, but hang tight because I got a couple more questions for you. Okay, you're 200 pounds. How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
Okay, well, I take it you're not a nose tackle for anybody, correct?
No.
Okay, so that's not good, my friend. We got to get you. We got to start working on the bod. Okay. How long you been working on all this stuff and taking the supplements and doing all this? How long's it been?
About a week and a half now.
Oh, Philip, come on, bro. You're 40 years old. You've been mucking things up for 4 decades.
I really have.
Okay. Well, wait, it's not a problem though, because it's all fixable. I was talking to a guy earlier this morning. I got an email and I called this guy up and I started to follow up with him, and it's about diabetes, and he was concerned about his stepmother. Let me tell you something, folks. Blood sugar issues and diabetes are ridiculously easy to correct and reverse. I mean, within days. So here's what we need to do for you, Philip. Step number one, I want you to start working on the digestive system. Chances are pretty darn good that you've been messing up your digestive system since you were a little kid. Usually when you have diabetes by the age of 40, that tells me that some kind of chronic long-term breakdown has been occurring, and that's almost impossible to happen without a digestive problem. So I'm not going to give you the third degree on your digestive symptomology. I'm just going to tell you want to start paying attention to your poops, to your bowel movements. That's the number one thing to do. And then you want to start paying attention to gas and bloating and any kind of discomfort and linking those up to foods and eliminating those foods. High blood pressure is a sign of a body in duress. The body is trying to get you out of a terrible situation. This is what high blood pressure is, you guys. It's a sign that the body is trying to get you away from a situation that it perceives as a survival threat. And digestive difficulties will do that quicker than anything else, taking in the wrong kinds of foods. If I were you, Philip, I would stop eating for a couple of days, go on a fast. If you want to do some lemon juice or maybe some BTT, a very bland, a light solution of BTT to get you through the day, that's okay. But for the most part, stop eating for a couple of days and then reintroduce foods, especially your favorite foods, and see if you're reacting. Gas, bloating, heartburn, diarrhea, loose stools, constipation, etc. And then those foods are going to need to be eliminated. Then I'd like you to get on the Biolumin Nightly Essence, the probiotics. That's a must-have for any digestive health conditions. And then it would probably be a good idea for you to start using the Ultimate Enzymes as well with all of your meals. It's great that you're taking the vitamin A and vitamin E, but if you got a pancreas problem, which you do when you have diabetes, and if you have a corresponding liver problem, and the chances are pretty good that you do, you may not be absorbing these nutrients as effectively as you should. So you want to start correcting the digestive difficulties and digestive problems first and foremost. Then you should be probably doing the sweeties as well, especially after all of your meals, especially if you have sugary meals. Drinking more water can be very important for helping dilute your blood sugar. The fact that you feel yucky in the morning tells me that things are kind of clogged up. You know, we've been lying down, we sleep at night 6, 8, 12, however long we're sleeping, 6, 8, 10, 12 hours. Everything the circulatory system remains somewhat stagnant, especially the lymph. And we get up in the morning, everything's kind of clogged. The fact that you feel tired tells me that clogging is very possibly significant. Drinking more water can help. You may want to get yourself a rebounder and then rebound first thing in the morning to keep things moving. Or you may want to just get up in the morning and do a brisk walk or a quick run around the block. You don't have to do a lot, just 2 or 3 minutes on the rebounder, or maybe a 5-minute brisk walk or a quick run for a couple of minutes to get everything moving. Hang tight. A couple more things to say, Philip. Now everybody's calling. I told you guys call earlier so we could get you in, but we'll try to get to as many calls as we can. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Brightside on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this. There's a guy named Dr. Wallach who is anything but your typical doctor. Both a veterinarian and a naturopathic physician, Doc asks, why is this country spending more money on health care by far and ranking 50th in health and longevity worldwide? Doc believes that people should empower themselves with a basic understanding of nutrition, taking charge of their life, and attaining optimal health and longevity through nutrition, not by toxic pharmaceutical drugs that lead to side effects that require more expensive and toxic pharmaceutical drugs. Talk about being dependent on drug companies to our own destruction, no less. This is clearly a deadly recipe. Doc Wallach's message is resonating with an increasing number of Americans who are waking up to all the government and big pharma manipulation of our health and healthcare system. I like what Doc Wallach is saying and doing to enlighten people about healthcare, and I've joined forces with him to help this tireless crusader spread his message. Visit brightsideben.com and listen to Doc Wallach's deadly recipe lectures. It makes a lot of sense, and I invite you to join our Brightside Ben team. Go to brightsideben.com. That's www.brightsideben.com.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595. That's 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595.
We are the premier independent talk radio network. The Genesis Communications Network. GC.
We're back on the bright side talking to Philip in Texas. I'm going to go a little bit fast, Philip, because I want to get to see if I can finish up our phone calls here. So number one, you want to focus on digestive issues. Philip, you there, bro?
Sure.
Philip?
I'm here.
Okay, so we want to focus on the whole digestive thing. Nothing will tax your energy levels faster than having some kind of food allergy or food intolerance that you're chronically subjecting your body to. So you want to eliminate problem foods, do the whole food diary thing, focus on your bowel movements, gas, bloating. You know the drill. Use the Biolumin Nightly Essence. I'm not sure if we have a bad connection there. Philip, are you there, bro? I'm going to have to let you. We got some kind of weird noise on your line. Okay, well, we'll let you stay there then. It seems to have gone away. Focus on the digestive issues. Use the Sweeties from Youngevity. Alpha-lipoic acid is also helpful. Get on a rebounder. Make sure you're doing something brisk in the morning to move things around. Use cold water, a couple of glasses of cold water first thing in the morning to help dilute the blood a little bit, make the blood more fluid, as well as dilute sugar in the blood. You know, when we get up in the morning, if we've gone to the bathroom once or twice, we tend to be, number one, deficient in water-soluble nutrients because we've urinated them out. And the B complex and our electrolytes are very, very energizing. So number one, we're going to be deficient in these nutrients. And number two, our sugar is going to be concentrated. Our blood sugar is going to be concentrated because we've lost fluids. So diluting the blood, number one, with water first thing in the morning, and then using the B complex and electrolytes in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine first thing in the AM, Philip. So as soon as you get up in the morning, do a couple tall glasses of water and then maybe a little bit of Beyond Tangy Tangerine with it, and that'll get you some energy going. And then last but most certainly not least, there's a ton more, Philip, but I'm just going to, in the interest of time and in the interest of just getting you started, the longest journey begins with a single step, as they say. In the interest of getting you started, I'm just going to wind down and tell you the deep breathing is extremely helpful for the blood pressure, slow deep breathing techniques, and you can test this out yourself by using a blood pressure cuff and then taking your blood pressure and then do slow deep breathing for maybe 1 or 2 minutes and then take your blood pressure again, and you'll notice an immediate drop in the blood pressure. A couple quickies in terms of supplements for blood pressure. Timed release niacin can be very effective, and that's in addition to your Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Timed release niacin, maybe 100 milligrams to 200 milligrams, and then the Osteomag, which is magnesium glycinate, can also have a nice helpful effect on lowering the blood pressure. And one more thing I'll tell you, the less food you eat, the more energy you're going to have as long as you're getting your nutrients. If your body is expending its precious energy resources digesting and processing foods that you're eating, that is energy, that is resources that it's not going to be able to use for regular cell energy. So less calories, optimum adequate nutrition, so-called CRAN diet or CRAN diet, calorie restriction with adequate nutrition or calorie restriction with optimum nutrition. That can all help you as well. There's about 10 different things there that you can use. And even if you use half of those, even if you employ half of those strategies, you should start to feel better right away or pretty darn quickly. And give it some time. You know, it's only been a week and a half. Give it some time. If you're 40 years old, as I say, you've been mucking your body up for a while. Nothing personal. I'm just trying to be real here. And so give it a little bit of time, Philip, okay?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
God bless, buddy. Have a good day. All right, let's go off to Wild Irish Rose. Except you're not Irish, I don't think, Rose. What's going on there, my dear? Rosie, are you there?
Hi there. Yeah, I'm sorry. How you doing?
How are you, Rose? What can we help you with today?
Good. We always enjoy your show and your good advice.
Thank you.
I know of a person that has been complaining about arrhythmia.
Okie doke. Arrhythmia is a heart that just isn't doing what it should be doing. All disease is cell disease, and it is so unbelievably complex how the heart does one beat, let alone the fact that let alone the billions of beats or a billion beats that it does in a lifetime. The complexity of the rhythm of the heart is staggering to comprehend. It's unbelievably complex and tightly orchestrated, and any kind of inflammatory issue at the level of a heart cell can cause the rhythm to get messed up. Arrhythmias are a sign that cells are messed up secondary to lack of oxygen, especially lack of oxygen, lack of nutrients, especially fatty nutrients, as well as some kind of toxicity that's getting into the system and not cleared up. So step number one, focus on the toxicity that's entering into the body causing inflammation, and that means digestive health and wellness. That's the first thing. And you know the drill, Rose. I'm not going to repeat everything I just said, but you know the idea. Focus on food allergies, food intolerances, any kind of stressor that's getting into the blood through the digestive tract. You can use the Z-radical. That can also help thin the blood. By the way, I forgot to tell Philip that. The Z-radical might be helpful for Philip as well. Rose, Z-radical may be very important for helping improve blood flow as well as improving digestive health and wellness. The B complex are extremely important for heart rhythm, as are the electrolytes. And as I was saying earlier, the more water we drink or the more we urinate, the more we're going to lose these heart-friendly nutrients. That means the Beyond Tangy Tangerine can be an arrhythmic heart's best friend. It's loaded with the B complex, and it's loaded with potassium and calcium and magnesium and other electrolytes that are important for heart health. You're making sure that you're getting lots of veggies, veggie juices, because they're great sources of these electrolytic minerals and potassium especially. That can be helpful. The ultimate EFA is very important for heart health, especially for arrhythmias. Omega-3s have a nice calming effect on the heart. Use your ultimate EFAs, maybe 6 of them a day, or I'd be doing 9 a day with meals. And if there's any digestive health issues, you may not absorb those EFAs. So take your EFAs with meals and with digestive enzymes, which can give you, which can have their own blood thinning and circulatory system benefits. The digestive enzymes I'm referring to. So fatty vitamins, digestive enzymes, electrolytes. Focus on food allergies. There's probably a lot more that you could do for heart arrhythmias. Magnesium can be helpful, straight magnesium, the osteomag, but that's a good place for you to start. And then if there's any diabetes or blood sugar problems, those need to be corrected, and I'd be using the Sweeties for that. There's probably a ton more that you could do, but that's a great start for you, Rose. Thanks so much for your call. I'm going to try to squeeze in a few more.
This question.
Yes, ma'am.
Taking the Tangy Tangerine.
Yes. Sip on it, stay on it. Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
Sip on it, stay on it. Everybody who's listening to this program, everybody who breathes, everybody who urinates, everybody who's got a pulse needs to be using the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. And I cannot say that with more conviction or firmness, you guys. I don't make any money on Beyond Tangy Tangerine, all right? I'm telling you this because for the last 17 years, I have seen the results, and I want you to get those results as well. You don't have the ability to contact people like I do, so you can't see the thousands thousands of people that I've heard from over the last 17 years that have benefited from this product. But you'll see the results for yourself, and you'll see it for your family. It's $52 a month. It's ridiculously cheap for the kind of nutritional value that you're getting. If you have a pulse, you need this stuff. Get on my website. It's brightsideben.com. Pull down on the shopping cart and click on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, or call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. Rose, I got to move. I want to get to a few more calls. Thanks so much for your kind words, and thanks for calling. Call back tomorrow if you got more questions. I appreciate it very much. Larry in California, got about 2 minutes. What's going on? Larry. No Larry. Okay, I'm going to put Larry back.
Hi.
Hi, Larry.
A friend of mine turned up with cataracts. Will that Beyond Tangy Tangerine handle it?
You guys, and Larry, I don't know if you've been listening to this program, so I'm just going to tell you what I've been saying for years. It's not like one nutritional supplement treats an illness. This is the drug mentality. This is the doctor mentality. This is called allopathic nutrition, where you use nutrients to fight a disease. It doesn't work that way. Cataracts are a sign that the body is starting to cloud up, to degenerate. Cataracts are a clouding of the lens, and it means that the cells of the lens are not doing what they need to be doing. It means that the body is breaking down. For example, cataracts are clearly linked to diabetes and blood sugar problems. So you want to focus on the entire body. To answer your question, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine will help the entire body. It will help this person have better energy. It will help this person have lower blood pressure. It will help this person lose weight. And yes, it will help this person's cataracts. Absolutely. But the fact that they're cataracting means that the cells inside the lens are not behaving themselves. And cells don't behave themselves when there's inflammation and toxicity present. That means correcting digestive problems. Cells don't behave themselves when there's oxygen issues, when they're not getting breathed correctly, or there's not enough oxygen. That means deep breathing techniques are going to be important, and cells do not do their business correctly. Eye cells, lens cells don't produce what they should be producing, or produce too much of what they should be producing when they're starved of nutrients. Yes, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine will help you, but also the essential fatty acids, the ultimate EFAs will help as well. Also the osteomag and the osteocal will help. Also the digestive enzymes can be very helpful for cataracts, as they can improve nutrient absorption. And last but most certainly not least, for any health issue, for staying healthy, get on the Biolumin Nightly Essence, which is a wonderful source of probiotics and digestive enzymes. And next to the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, I'd have to say the Biolumin Nightly Essence is my favorite longevity product. Thanks for your call, Larry. Appreciate it. And again, I'm sorry if we left you guys on hold, but that's why we want you to call in early on the bright side. If we left you on hold, call back tomorrow. We'll get you first up. Tell our call screen that we left you on hold. We'll get you first up. Check out my website, pharmacistben.com, and if you're interested in joining the Brightside Ben team, click on the Join the Team link on the upper left-hand corner of the page at brightsideben.com. Thanks for listening, folks. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back at you tomorrow with more good health information. Have yourselves a wonderful, awesome day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
Self-reliance, survival supplies, survival skills, national experts. Get it all at the only free-to-attend national event exclusively for preppers. This spring in Tulsa, it's the National Preppers and Survivalist Expo, a must-be-there event presented by American Living. This massive expo will include special guests, David Mays from Nat Geo's Doomsday Preppers, plus GCN's own Dr. Joel Wallach via live video conference. Hear Dr. Bones, Nurse Amy, and members of the American Prepper Network, along with many other leading national experts. Learn life-saving tips, CPR, how to handle crisis situations, walk through a bomb shelter, and much, much more. 2 big days, April 5th and 6th at the Tulsa Expo Square in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's April 5th and 6th. Doors open at 9 a.m. with absolutely free admission. Don't miss the National Preppers and Survivalists Expo, America's largest emergency preparedness event. Get your free tickets now. NPSExpo.com. That's NPSExpo.com.
Big business has discovered the preparedness market, and that makes it difficult to know where to go and who to trust. MyPatriotSupply.com is owned and operated by patriots just like you. Has the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more. MyPatriotSupply.com has old-fashioned values and the absolute best customer service in the industry. Look for the deal of the day. Unique, affordable survival
survival supplies that fit anyone's budget. Get same-day shipping on all orders and free shipping on orders over $49. Call 866-229-0927, 866-229-0927, or visit MyPatriotSupply.com for emergency preparedness, self-reliance, and food independence. Shop with a name you know and a name you can trust. Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com.